Pauladine and friends. I'm Miller-Tobin and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making stuffed onions as our side dish. This is a great little side dish that I ran across in one of my favorite cookbooks, and I've kind of tailored it to my family's taste, and we really like it. It goes really good with beef, chicken, or pork. It's really great with a roast, and that's what I'm going to be serving it with later tonight. I've already started boiling 4 medium white onions. You can use white or sweet onions, whichever you like. Now you only want to boil them just a couple of minutes just to get them soft. So I'm going to go ahead and take those out because they're already done. And we're going to let those cool for a few minutes before we start handling them. And while those are set to cool, I'm going to get rid of this. While those are cooling, I'm going to go ahead and mix up my stuffing, my filling for these lovely little onions, which is an 8-ounce package of cream cheese, 3 tablespoons of chopped parsley, 1 egg lightly beaten, a tablespoon of shredded Swiss cheese, a tablespoon of shredded Asiago cheese, and 1 piece of bread that has had the crust cut off, and then we soaked it in milk, in about 4 tablespoons of milk, and then we squeezed the bread out, got rid of the excess milk, and we're going to put it all together and mix this all up, and this is going to become our stuffing. Now, one of the ways you can serve these onions, and this is where the recipe can vary to whatever you want to do for your family's taste, is this can also be made with a meat stuffing. You want to use about 1.5 cups of ground cooked meat. You can use ground beef, you can use chicken, turkey, pork sausage, whatever you like. Spatula here, scrape it off. But today, since I'm serving these with a roast beef, I'm going to keep them meatless. I'm just going to make them the nice cheesy version. That's looking good. Just want to mix it so it's all smooth. Started off with the cream cheese at room temperature. Makes it for easier mixing. Okay. Uh-oh. Sounds like we have a little kitty in the kitchen who thinks she would like a stuffed onion. No, I don't think so. That's Emma. Every time she hears a spoon hit a bowl, or if you open up the silverware drawer, she thinks it's treat time. Because usually when I call the kitties to dinner, it's with a spoon and I tap the side of a bowl, and boy, do they come running. But usually treat night is only once a week, Thursday nights, and tonight is Sunday. So she has a few days to wait. Okay, my onions should be cool, just about cool. Bring these up here. You're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Let me turn this around so you can see what I'm doing. And we are just going to gently cut the onions in half. This can be kind of tricky. You want to handle them as little as possible, because what we're looking to do is to scoop out part of the inside, and we want to preserve an outer shell. Now some of the outer skin may fall off, and that's okay, but you want to preserve as much as possible. One more to cut in half. There we go. Remove that over there. Okay, now I am just going to carefully, with my thumb, hold on to 2 layers of the outermost skin and scoop out some of these inner layers here. There we go. Let's set that aside, because we're going to chop up the inner layers And we're going to add them to our cream cheese mixture, and we're going to put them back in. We're going to stuff it back into the shells that we are creating here. We'll get these all chopped up, and we'll mix it into the cream cheese, and we'll be back in just a moment when we're ready to stuff. Okay, we've got our onions mixed in with our cream cheese, our Asiago, our Swiss cheese, the bread, the egg, and it's all nice and creamy. I'm going to give this a couple quick turns of pepper. You can season this however you like. I just made this a little mild, just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, because we're going to do a little bit of seasoning again over the top of the onions once we get them all assembled. Now you're going to want to hold the onion cup in your hand and then just gently spoon in the mixture, kind of tap it in there, and then you're going to flip it over into the pan. Do that with each one. Okay? Now we are going to take just a little bit of butter and dab that over the top of each of these. That butter will melt down in there, get all good and juicy, help soften, and it'll also help caramelize the onion so they turn a beautiful golden brown. Get on there, buddy. And then, on top of that, just a little bit of Swiss cheese. Put that right over the top. It's about an inch by inch slice. Depends on how big your onion is, how big you want to make your slice of Swiss cheese. That one's a little guy, so we'll put a little smaller on there. Got a few extra left, so yada yada yada. Ta-da! There we go. I'm just gonna, lost the top to my pepper mill. We'll have to get that in a minute. I'm just gonna salt and pepper over the top. That looks good. Just a little tiny dab of sea salt. And then we're gonna put in about 2/3 of a cup of water and pop these into the oven. These are gonna be delicious. 25 to 30 minutes and they're out of the oven, they're bubbly, they're full of Philadelphia cheese, creamy goodness, and they're ready to go to the dinner table. We're just going to finish them off with a little dab of fresh grated Asiago cheese on top. We've got our parsley garnish and it just looks beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this dish. I hope that you'll make Philly cream cheese stuffed onions for your table someday, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.